Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Chess. Hoping for a little bit more success today. But I thought we played some fun games yesterday, even if they ended up not being wins. I thought we had a good time, and that's important. Is it the most important thing? Yeah, I hate to say it, but it is. Alright, so we're in the accelerated London against a strong opponent today. What do we like here? I want to protect this square, in my opinion. I like these moves. What do we see coming? This is a very common line, followed by the queen taking. We wouldn't push. We lose a pawn in the push to begin with. In my head, I'm like, hold on. Check. Take. This is terrible. It's a terrible move. It's not good. We want to, if possible... See, I honestly feel like we don't care if they want to trade their bishop for my knight. I'm not going to say I'd be stoked, but I'm not going to be like too perturbed. If they want to do this, I can still keep a decent pawn structure. They've traded a strong bishop for a knight that is doing very little. Okay, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. I mean, our pawn structure is not going to be amazing, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think we'll castle first. I don't really want to take because I kind of like that I kind of like that they're in a weird spot right now. And to be honest with you, I mean... I don't think this is that bad either. But I want to, if you're going to take, which just seems likely because if I go here, you could just do like that or even that. Then I want you to take in a way that opens up our rook. And even though our pawn structure is like heavily janked, I'm not that upset, honestly. Like, I don't feel like this is that bad. I like this take first. And then I think our next step is to threaten. Threaten something like this. We don't really want to go here, unfortunately. How do we feel about this? About this? I think I kind of like it. Locks down their bishop. Locks down my bishop too, but we can choose when to open this, right? So, I don't know why I'm moving so fast. I've maybe playing too much blitz, too much bullet lately. Truth be told, I would rather they take. I'm just going to stack the file. Does open up some powerful places for the enemy knight, no doubt about that. Which is why we would take with the pawn. Leaves this pawn heavily orphaned, without a doubt. What can I say? Dmitry, you're up to some shenanigans right now. There's no doubt about that. You're doing some interesting stuff. Here's an interesting one for you. What if this is where we spend our time. What if we did this? This, if they take, I take. No, it's not that good. What if I take? Then they take here, and this file is like totally closed down. What if we do this? They take. I take. We can't resolve this. We need to hopefully force them to push. What if we push, and then we go here? Well, hold on. What if we just go here first? Then we can do this. Oh, baby. What if we go here and then we get taken by his queen? Not that strong of a move. In hindsight, not that strong of a move. Okay. I think we start with the push. Now, this bishop sucks and this bishop doesn't. However, scary move, right? What do you do about that? Scary move. What do you do about that? We want them to push. Like, what if they pushed right now? We take, they take, check. They go here. We take. This is the kind of dynamicness we wanted. By the way, this is a good time to take a moment to think about things. People have said, NL, you don't need to get zany. You don't need to get zany. It's chess. We're watching for some level of acumen. You know, we're watching for some level of success. Not that you have to win. We absolutely love going here now. It's a very vulnerable square. We're watching for some degree of your success. Thank you. I'm trying to puzzle this one out. Hold on. Do we do a gambit here? We do have to watch out for this pawn, obviously. Right now it's not bad because we got the rook here, but I want to see what happens here. I also want to win, and I get that, you know, if you love the content, you love the content no matter what. I'm not, like, worried. I think we just let them take, and I think we take instead. I'm not worried that people are going to be like, the content sucks. But I want to get weird with it. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, we have to be careful. We can't push this. Because if we push this, that's checkmate. However, I'm like, what if we push this? I don't think it's that good for us. But it's kind of funny, you know? Then you probably go here. I go here? I don't know, man. Like, I'd prefer if you didn't take my bishop, because it's a pretty important part of the plan right now, but... And then you go here. I want to generate more dynamic games. That's where I'm at, man. So then, what do I do next? I think we sack our bishop. It's kind of crazy. But it also opens up their king side so much. Even for considering that it's a kind of a outrageous loss of material. I like this. I'm picking up what I'm putting down. They took that. Okay. At which point I definitely just take this. We didn't expect to get both. Just being straight up with you. We definitely take this. I do worry. Take. It leaves us at a disadvantage. So we do have the advantage in the take, but we have a disadvantage overall. So I don't think there's like a cheeky mate in this situation. And of course we kind of worry about this. I think we threaten here, but keep some support on this. And then, you know, we like being able to maneuver the knight. There are some rook moves that lead to some very dangerous situations for black here. This is the kind of game, and I've said it before, if we lose, I hate it, right? But I'm okay with it. Here's an interesting one for you. What about this? Check. Take. I like this. Okay, walk me through. Check. Maybe he takes. We have a rook fork. This is dangerous, but still. How about check? He does this. Check. He does this. Take. We're looking good. I think I like this a lot. Or what? Hear me out here. What if we just did this? Couldn't he get out of it? Hold on. If I do this, he's forked. Everybody can see that. And this threatens, if not mate, at least a very dangerous situation. But it doesn't force his hand as much as this does. In my head, this move, check. Well, let's walk through every move, you know? No matter what, even if he does like this, for example, which he can't. But if we do this, he does this. We still go here for check. Actually, no. Okay, so check this out. I go here. He goes here. No, you don't go there because he just captures you. As much as you would love that. This is a better forcing move, I think. Right, Tomo? I think this is a better forcing move. But like, if we walk, it's mostly like my brain has an aversion to trying to walk this through. So what if we put him in this? What does he do? I think I would probably do something like that. But then he's disconnected and the game will auto-resign. Well, you're playing 10-minute games. You got to give me some time to think, Dimitri. Okay, he's back. Or what if I did this and he did that? That's where I get scared. So you know what? Let's follow this line through. I think this is lower risk, lower reward than the other line I was walking through, but is still not bad. Like, it should lead to us having a material advantage, which as we approach the end game is very strong. Right, Tomo? I don't know. I mean, okay, so he's gone there. And we thought, you know what would be cheeky is if we did this, right? Because he's in check. Where's he going to go? No matter what, we get a play. But we don't get a play. You take this. He takes. You fork. It's not actually, now that I think about it, it's not really a fork. No, it is a fork because he can't force a check. So we do this. He has to take. We do this. Very interesting. Now he takes some time, perhaps. Oh, okay, so he did a forcing check, actually. I think he loses like a bishop instead, maybe? I didn't even consider this, honestly. This is a really good line. Then he does this. Yeah, honestly, like a really, really smart play. And he's still going to be up a pawn. Well, no, because he's got to do something here. I wonder if he's like, is there a way I could sack the knight? He doesn't want to sack the knight. He doesn't want the smoke. Okay, we're up on material. How about that? We do have an advanced pawn as well. I don't feel super comfortable here, but now I'm starting to walk it through, and I'm like, what if we did this? Take, he probably goes here. Here. Like, we want this pawn to get to the end. It's probably better for us to not trade our rook unless we're forced to. Hey, buddy. Now, we're not forced to here, but that doesn't mean it's not a good idea. I don't know. The thing is, I'm like, what if we don't let you take, right? Because, like, what if we let you take this? Because that's the threat right now. What if we were to do this? Take. If you take, I go here. You go here. No. You go here. I go here. You go here. Here. Let me walk it through. Time's tight. Let's assume that he trades. He might not trade. He might take the pawn instead. But anyway, let's assume he trades. Yep. We got to find a... I don't think we trade. I honestly don't think we trade. I think we move this pawn by 1. So it doesn't get taken. Again, times are really tight. I mean, this is a very delicate run. It's a very delicate situation. I was concerned about like a move of the sort. And now you think, okay, so how do I get out of this? It is interesting to think about. You could put him in check. He can only go there. Then we put him in check again and we take a pawn. I guess he could block it. Do we want him to block it? No, because I think his king is closer. But we could move our king. Oh, we couldn't even move our king once. Check. Maybe he blocks it. If he blocks it, we can still... I think we have to just commit to something. We have a 1-pawn advantage, but all I'm trying to get at is that falls by the wayside pretty quick. So now he will not take. He will not block, I should say. Which means We, on the other hand, can take this pawn for free, although it does lead to us losing our... It does lead to us losing our knight, now that I think about it, which is not such a great move. So then you think, okay, I'll do that, but then you just lose the pawn. I shouldn't play for a draw here. With time being so tight and the endgame being so precious, there is a temptation. I think we'll probably just take it if he leaves it. I wouldn't leave it if I were him. I would try to push it. It's a good move. But now I'm like, okay, hold on. Now we do this. And we can actually push this pawn once. I would, and I know how this sounds. It's a good move. Oh, if I could just get there. You can't. I would give my opponent the advantage right now. Mostly because of time, but I'm going to be content with this game, I think, regardless. It was a fun one. That's a scary move. So let's block it. We still have this pawn. I mean, we're still up by one pawn. This is an interesting move, huh? We just are very, very short on time. Interesting. Feel okay about this. As long as we're not about to get mated. Unfortunately for me, I can't really check. Don't have the time. We have to be careful about this, then that. Which is like a nasty discovered mate. Or discovered piece take, I should say. If you want to play me for draw, I would honestly consider that like unbelievably high-level sportsmanship right now. Yeah, we can't allow it to happen because that's too powerful of a move. It's no longer chess, but that's okay. Honestly, it's a great move. Wonder if he'll get greedy. And to me, I'm like, you're forked. You're forked. I got all three of your pieces that are not the king under attack right now. Quick little check, never hurt anybody. Quick little move here. We have to go pretty quickly. Not sure if that's been noted yet. Honestly, I think it's an amazing move. Just throwing this out there. There's a chance. Just give me a sec. I think I just let him take my queen. He doesn't want, he wants to draw on time. I'm screwed up on pre-moves here. Just give me a sec. It's his move. We're going to win. We won. Wow! Hoo-wah! Whoo. Chess. All right. We did make 4 blunders. But there, I don't know what the heck. I am assuming many of them are in the end game. But that was a very fun and interesting game. I'm not saying it's the best game we played, but it might be one of the most exciting games we played over the course of the series so far. I'm just waiting for the analysis is like, I can't handle whatever the heck's going on here. It does think that at one point we were 6 points back. Oh, wow. We gave up a mate. Mate in 8 is pretty hard to spot. Got back to 0 and then figured it out. Wow, that's kind of amazing. Okay. So the opening here is incredibly standard, I think. They like our position, actually, which is nice. They still like c takes d5 at some point. They do not like this move. But I like this move. Maybe that's foolish on my part, but they still think we got a good position. So this move was exclusively to threaten this pawn back here. We're trying to generate more kingside attacks, basically. They want to do this. I'm surprised. I think this bishop's kind of good, but anyway, they love that move. I guess that's what they were trying to stop. Now the bishop sucks. Fair enough. We start to double our rooks, which they consider very strong. They prefer rook to e1. Wonder why. Maybe like this starts to create some tension down here. I don't know. Anyway, they're like, I don't know what the heck you're doing there. They really preferred we would have taken. They're like, what are you doing? And then here, oh baby, here's where things are getting sauced up. Although I made a mistake. They like queen to b3. Okay, let's imagine if we had done queen to b3. They probably would not do that. I'm just walking it through in my head. They like rook f to e8. Right here, okay? So we would not take. I almost wonder now if the play is not something ridiculous like, no, it's not. It's this, okay. Probably followed by my expectation would be this or this, obviously. They like to d5. Oh, they want to force the trade. I think we would. Am I insane here? Obviously, like you. They're like, what are you doing? But like, if we did that, though, aren't we up by a piece? It's an inaccuracy, but they do like it. And then they would do what? Oh, sorry. Tomo wants to leave. Okay, Tomo. It was a hot game, Tomo. I can see why you'd feel the heat. Okay, so let's walk it back here. We did this, they did that. We said, you know what? Let's put some more pressure down here. They do not like it. We didn't see that attacking line. They love that move. They think it's very interesting. They like this move. They do not like that move. Probably, I was just going to say, because we get a forcing check now, but that's fine. They think this is a major blunder. It doesn't give up material, but it gives up the opportunity for material based on the line we just saw, so I can understand. They like that move. They think that move's fine. They like that move. They actually think black has an advantage here. They love our attack. You love to see it. Missed win. Okay, that's what you hate to see. We go there. Check. They could take. It leaves them up on material, but I wonder... Oh, then we take here. Okay. And then... Check. Just walk it through, see where it would have been. All right, and then we kind of get initiative here. Maybe we would just capture so we don't lose the pawn. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, this position's fine. It's like, it like has to be demonstrably better than what we did, but still, this isn't the way it went down. So we did this missed win. They took us, and they're like, what are you doing? Then we missed a win. Oh, because this piece was hanging. Yeah, that's fair. Just didn't see it. It's still, they love, oh no, they do not like the move at all, actually. They're like, great move. Great move. Black has a huge advantage now. And then they've thrown it away. They love this check, which actually did end up being the best move. They do not like that. They love it. They love it. They consider us to have a modest advantage. Now, where did it all go wrong for me? Because I was like, I had a huge advantage at one point. They like it? Okay. Still very even. And we were playing on like a minute here, so... This is a wild one. So they finally worked themselves into a position to get a pawn. Then we're like, okay, we'll take our next one. This check is... maybe it's not fine now that I think about it. But we had a 55-point advantage. No, that's where it came from, yeah. Where they just gave us the win. Which we basically just got super lucky. And then you just walk it through. But yeah, there's a missed win in there. But again, we were playing on less than 10 seconds. Dude, that was a great game. Honestly, we're going to play like a 5-minute game to finish this one off. Just because that took more time than usual. But that was a very good game. I had a lovely time. Our rating in 5 minutes is lower, but I tend to play bad in the shorter time frames. Partly because I'm talking, I think. Keep in mind, by the way, we're playing this Blackburn Klosterborg Gambit that Levy suggested to us. I still have not fallen in love with this like you might expect that we would have. I think we'd rather just be here. I don't want to give them a force. Like, if they're going to move the knight there anyway, I don't care. I still have not fallen in love with this move, but I'm hoping that at some point, that's got to be a misclick. I'm hoping at some point we see the appeal. I mean, I get the appeal, actually. It's like you swap positions, but I don't really want to trade both bishops here. Just to prove a point. But I will always, anytime we're streaming, unless it's like a match for all the marbles, I will always accept that 2-pawn kingside gambit that happens like literally every game. We should still castle kingside, even though this is like now very dangerous. Kingside castle is still most sensible here, I think. I'm hopeful that we're playing against an opponent who can't help themselves and just decides, you know what, we got to take. They offer the take, we got to take. Then we get our knight to an actually unbelievable position if we can get our knight to here. So here's, and we don't have a ton of time. Would I welcome this? Yes. Here's what I want. Take. You got to take with the queen. We screw up your queen side. So we were hoping that would happen. I don't really want to trade my bishop for a knight anymore. But you got to take with the queen. It screws up your king side. Maybe it's worth it. I mean, we could also do this first. And then you're probably going to do like that. And then we could do that. Do we prefer that? I think we actually do. Because we're giving them the option to decline the trade. Which I would prefer, selfishly. You want to go here instead. Okay, because that move is like pretty strong for you. I can understand that. Okay, you know what? I think it's better for us at this point to have you kind of off of that diagonal. And then I really, and this is a bit of a lark, but I'm kind of hoping you just move into a position where I can fork you. Because there's a good fork opportunity here. Like if you move here, for example, then we're feeling pretty good. This move's still interesting. I mean, no, it's not, because we would just put you in check. But were it not check, it would be interesting. Okay, so they like this move, which threatens mate, obviously. So I think what we do here is acknowledge that we want to defend the mate. This is also a decent move because, like, if they do this, we just do that. They take our knight, no big deal. See, this I don't consider this to be like a strong move, because now, like, if you want to trade queens. This is so dangerous for me. I would love to get some. Never mind. It was a great move. We should have gone like here. I literally just didn't even walk through the process here. We've been baited. They didn't see it. Not only did they not see it, they actually like walked back against it, which is something. So here's what I'm worried about, okay? And this is genuine. We do this. They do this. Check. We take, they take, and now I'm pinned here. Probably a little bit more complicated than you would expect to see at this level, but I think we've already also established that I'm not really doing that well. So I think, believe it or not, I think we don't do the fork. I think we do a push here. And the point, what's the point? Because it's a very good question to ask. The point is, they can't take anymore because we would take with the rook maybe. And we like the queen swap now. I wish we didn't, but we do. And you can still do this, which is really bad for us. That's not how pieces move. But I'm now also like, what if we just push this now? You could still go... No, you could still get out of it. Check, I can't take. That's still a really interesting move. I think we just, like, honestly, just get safe. You could still take this, and then you threaten the bishop at least, but... I think I'm not saying that our opponent is bad, but, and also I'm wrong actually now that I think about it. Never mind, I'm very right. I mean, this is a great attack from our opponent. It's a very scary time for us, and we don't have a ton of time. We got to do something like this. Just worried about the bishop a little. Because you can still do that. Then if you do this, I'm like, why don't we could just do that now? Yeah, I mean, the opponent's attack is really good. It's really threatening. Okay, I see where this is going. You're going to take this maybe, and I can't really get as much out of it as I would need to get. Do we want to play this defensively? Or are you pushing back against, like, this? I don't know. This is... The computer's going to be mad. But we had one game that I thought was very great. So, obviously, we got to follow it up by one that's, like, pure garbage. You won't take. Or at least you should not take. I can tell you that with extreme confidence. That's... Okay, honestly, we should have seen that coming a long time ago. But you should take this. That's a given. But you should not take this. We have a pawn backing it up. So this is horrible. On the other hand, what if it weren't? Ooh. Yes. Okay. I've seen this one before. Wait, were you just there? Be honest with me. Time is like so tight. I think I've played my worst game, but I'm not even like slightly perturbed because I also think we have played our best game, or at least one of the most fun games in this video. And why am I at 1300 in 5 minute and a genius level galaxy brain in aka a 1550 in 10 minute? The world may never know. The world may never know. Like, for example, why would you do that move? Is another... Like, it literally just hung the piece? I'm telling you, 5 minutes, that sort of thing isn't my bag, baby. Okay, so here's what we're hoping for. You left this unprotected. Oh, we did leave it unprotected by like 20 times. Oh my God. Resign. There's only one way to cleanse the palette here. No analysis is required when you just play badly. Like when you just hang pieces nonstop. That's why, like, when you win, you want to see the analysis. For sure, because you're like, it feels nice, right? When you lose, you don't always need to see the analysis. Because there's definitely, like, an element of, yeah, I remember I hung that piece out to dry. So I don't really love our position here. I think he's going to push me down, which is fine. I will not... We don't accept this gambit on this side. We accept that just fine. We're down 7 seconds. That's actually, like, quite considerable. Take it. We don't like to be down 7 seconds whenever possible. Great move right here. Got to do something to stop it. That didn't stop it. We'll try to get in a position to create some more drama over here. Still, like, if you want to take the bishop, please do. Okay? I'm sweating it. I'll admit I'm sweating it, okay? This is technically probably not a fork, because if they could, like, threaten a checkmate or something. And then, we got 19 seconds. Just chill. This is, like, extremely okay. We do have to go fast, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're not just gonna flag on time. You could beat me on time. Check, check, just like endless checks. Come on, man. Oh well, looks like I'm amazing. Just kidding. No analysis required again, but let's do it anyway because I won. How does the opening look? I feel like this is kind of a weird opening, but well, we got 2 wins and a loss across multiple different timelines here. Dude, we played 90.4% accuracy in this weirdo game. That's kind of crazy. So they don't like this line. They don't like the c5 play. They prefer getting the bishop out first. Then they would reply. My guess would be with e3. And what can I say? It's coming back to me. I would. I feel like I wouldn't take. I would wait for them to force a little bit. I don't know what I would do here, honestly. I feel like I might just do knight to c6. No, it is the take. Okay, they take. Oh, and then we. Oh my God, what have I done? I opened up the chess.com help portal. Hold on, I need to get out of full screen here so I can go back. All right. Anyway, as I always say, that's the way it could have gone, but it didn't. So let's take it back to how it did go. We moved c5. They did e3. We moved our knight here. I assume that like that's very good. Yeah, that's why it hates that move, but they didn't. And then they still think that they're up by a pawn, which is fine. Our pawn structure is horrible, which explains that difference, I think. They think castling is okay. They do not like this move. And I'll tell you why. You don't see it in bullet. But now, I'm like, yeah, as soon as we're forced to move the bishop back on that exchange, they can trade with us, which we don't really love. So what they want is instead maybe this, or alternatively this, so that we have a place to hide the bishop. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. They like this just fine. They want us to hide the bishop, which we already had a place to hide it. Shows you how much you can differ in a game of chess, right? They still think white has a big advantage here. They love this move. They love that move. They pre-moved, which was just like not smart in this situation. And all of a sudden, that's the win. Like, so the first game that we played, I really felt like we were genius level. This one, a little less so, but a lot of fun regardless. This is a good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!